Oh, hey, what's up, you guys? How's it going? It's Papa, and I just got done here at YCS LA. Didn't make it to day 2, unfortunately. I played Live Twin Spright for the event. The deck was good. There was like a few like keys that I missed about it, and other than that, like the deck was solid. I can't really complain. I just want to do one more final ride with Spright before I switch to something else. And other than that, that's about it. Me and Jack played like kind of a similar list. Maybe like, what was it, like 6, 7 cards different?
Yeah, just a few.
Something like that, but I'll explain the choices that I go into. Other than that, we'll just start with the deck. Of course, we played 3 Lila, 2 Kill, and then 1 Frost. I didn't really want to play like more. I even thought about like cutting this down to 1 because this is the worst one. And like, granted, this card you can always summon off Gigantic to combo off from there as well. But this is obviously just the best starter that you need. For the rest of the Live Twin cards, 3 Sunny Snitch. I played Password, he didn't. The card was fine. I didn't run into Droll at all the whole event, so I can't really tell you like if it was good to play just 1 or if I wanted to play 2. I was playing 2 originally, but I just ended up cutting it down to 1 because of the Droll fear. But it was fine. I never really didn't like not one in the deck. Sometimes I was siding it out for like game 2 just to respect Droll, but it was fine. Just small Live Twin lineup. Of course, these cards, you see these cards all the time on my channel. It's all I know how to play. I think like the main difference was that I played 2 Carrot instead of a second Red or even just playing 1 Carrot. The reasoning behind it was because I was expecting a lot of Labyrinth players, and it's one of the deck's hardest matchup. So if you get locked into like a Floodgate, you get locked into a Skill Drain, like it does kind of suck. So I just wanted to have 2 Carrot for that matchup. And then I was also expecting a lot of evenly matched in players' main decks. So going from there, I just thought the second Carrot was coming up way more than the second Red. And I did use both Carrots multiple times this weekend in game 1, so it was definitely the correct call, but I think going forward, I would just go back to 1 moving forward with the deck. And then I was also on 3 Starter, Smasher, and Gamma Burst. I don't play Double Cross, I still don't like that card. Gamma Burst was really nuts though. I won like probably 7, 8 games alone with just this card. A bunch of games that I probably shouldn't have won. But that's where my downfall started. Like I started off with a round 1 loss, and then after that I just kept winning out because Gamma Burst was just so crucial to the deck. But other than that, like all these cards were good. Never missed Double Cross. Can't use what you don't miss, I guess. I played Hyperia. I know you didn't play Hyperia, but this card was actually like pretty good. Just basically when you go uninterrupted your full combo, which happened to me quite a bit, I would just summon off the Hyperia just to get that extra free draw, whether it was a hand trap or it was a talent, whatever it may be. But the card was good. It came out every game 2 or game 3, basically whenever I was going second, I was setting this card out because it's just like a win more on turn 1 kind of card. But going forward, I would still play it. I think it's too crucial not to play. And then hand traps, this is where like our lists definitely differ. I was on 3 Ash, 2 Veiler, and 2 Imperm. This was the only like hand traps that I played. I was debating a 3rd Imperm or a 3rd Veiler, but these are the worst ones to draw for turn for this one. And then when you have Live Twin cards on the field, this is the worst card to draw. So I just went for a 2-2 split. Ash, you have to play at 3 because you have to respect Branded. Every time you Ash or Branded Fusion, most of the time it's just game. So definitely played 3 of these. These ones were fine. I definitely didn't miss the 3rd Veiler, but I think sometimes I did miss a 3rd Imperm. I only ran into talents, I think, like twice the whole weekend. But moving forward, I think I would just keep this lineup. I really did enjoy it a lot because I played more interruptions. I was on 3 talents in the main deck. Card was really good. I basically won a lot of games just off of this card alone, being able to snipe cards out of the hand, use this to combo into like drawing starter or getting into smashers without having to search it was also really nice. But 3 talents was definitely the correct call. 2 Book of Moon wasn't that good. I probably saw it like maybe 2 or 3 times this whole weekend, but I think going forward these should probably be Eclipse. Don't really know too much, I just still have to do more testing, but Book of Moon was fine, I guess. Nothing too crazy. But the best card in my deck was 3 Gamma Seal. This rounds off, puts me at a clean 40. Playing the Gamma Seals in the main deck definitely caught a lot of players off guard. I ran into a couple of Dragoons, and then a lot of Kashtira players were going on a Rise Heart pass. And so just being able to just summon the Gamma Seal to their field, do your whole Spright combo, get Gamma Burst was basically game every single time. This card was nuts. I would definitely play this again going forward. Like, I think these are just too good not to play. I didn't want to play Evenly in the main deck. I thought Evenly was not really too good because I figured a lot of people were going to be doing it. And if they were going a Rise Heart with like a set or like Field Spell, you weren't going to get like a whole lot of value out of the Evenly anyway. So I just felt like the 3 Kaijus were great. You played 3 Kaijus, but you played 3 Goddarlo, right?
Yeah, I played 3 Goddarlo.
I didn't play Mosquito in the extra deck, so I think that was like my reasoning behind playing Gamma Steel. But it was mainly just because it has the lowest attack, and the Spright cards are definitely not the highest attacks. So 40 cards in the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, because I think it's more like less important than the side deck was. But oh, it's literally not even in order. We played 2 Gigantic, of course, and then I played Onibimaru. This is like the best, I think, Spright and like non-Spright Xyz in the extra deck. Like, I've used this card basically every match, and almost every time I summoned it, I won. But then there was like one instance where I got hit by a Gamma, which did hurt a lot, and it was just game from there. Centaria, I never made it. This would probably come out for Mosquito, but I wanted to respect Mirror Jade, so I played this mainly for the Mirror Jade, but other than that, I never used it. 2 Zeus. Didn't play Downerd. I just felt like playing the 2 Zeus instead, because even if you don't use the Downer Magician on the first Zeus, then when it comes back to you, you can just attack with this Zeus and then just overlay for another one, so it didn't really matter. I never missed Downerd. I think if I did want to play it, I would take out the Cavalry for it, but there's not enough room in this extra deck because you're locked into all the Evil Twins. But for the links, 3 Kiss Kill, 2 Lilla, 1 Trouble Sunny. Lineup was perfect. I can't really complain. These cards were really great. If anything, you could probably cut like one of these and play 2-2, but that just seems bad. So I just played the 3-2-1. And then for the other parts of the extra deck, I played Masquerena and Phoenix and Unicorn, mainly because if you don't open up a Live Twin card, which happened to me round 1, I didn't open up any Live Twin cards the entire match. So I had to end on something that wasn't the Kiss Kill, wasn't the Frost, like none of that stuff. So I was ending on Masquerena a lot, actually, basically when all of your Live Twin cards got stopped. But it was just good. And then like if you have the Evil Twins on the board as well, then you could co-link the Unicorn and the Phoenix and then just keep drawing cards. And then it's also because like these lock you into Fiends when you use their effect, and these are both Fiends, so it gives you something to end off on, basically just to keep going from there, I guess. But that's the extra deck. 15 cards. And then the side deck, I think, is where like we definitely had to differentiate. Like you played like a much different side deck than I did, right? I did play Resonator because it's definitely the best level 2 extender. 2 Ghost Spell. This would probably be a 3rd Ghost Spell going forward, but 2 Ghost Spell was mainly just for Branded, just for the Expulsion and for the Gimmick Puppet. Like, I just didn't want to lose to Branded this event, and I didn't, so that was fun. 3 Cyclone, definitely needed for Labyrinth, needed for Runic, which there was a lot of this weekend. But I only played against one of it, surprisingly. But you need this for Runic every single time. And then the best card in the side deck was definitely Thrust. This card was nuts the whole weekend because basically the rest of my side deck revolves around Thrust. Like being so, like I played the Duster, the Dark Roller, and then I played 1 D-Barrier, 1 Appointer, and 2 Evenly. Thrust basically got me to any of these every single time, and I saw Thrust basically every match. It's good going first, it's good going second. Going first, you basically side in the Appointer and the D-Barrier for the Thrust. And then like when you're playing the 3 talents in the main deck, you can side out the extra 2 talents, throw in the 3 Thrusts, and then keep these in. It was basically sided in every single match, and then going second, you just side in the other power cards. I can't really explain too much there, but the card was nuts. Definitely the best card in my side deck. I would definitely play it again going forward. And other than that, that's really it for the deck list. I mean, I think going forward, I would probably want to cut like an Evenly for like probably just like another card that I could just search off a Thrust, or it could be a 3rd Ghost Spell. But I went with 2 Evenly mainly because it was like the best card that you could draw multiples of, since you can use them not once per turn. But other than that, that's really it. Deck was nice. I can't really complain. I just wish that I did a little bit more testing with it. Probably would have had better results, but yeah, that's about it. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.